Mike Rizzitiello, College Place City Administrator, here with your July 2023 City Update. We are in community event season with it being summer and all, so the following is going on this month. College Place Public Schools will be having their youth camp at Kiwanis Park. There are sign-up spots available. Please go on their website. Also, YMCA, they will run an afternoon camp that just follows what CPPS is doing, so can sign up on their website. And then YMCA will turn that into a full day camp in August, because that's when College Place Public Schools does not continue offering that. So that way there's youth recreation programming throughout the summer. Community events wise, farmers markets every Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m. Here at City Hall, so please shop local. And then also movies at the park. There are 2 movies this month. So on July 8th will be Super Pets, and then on July 22nd will be the Clifford movie, and those are always held at dusk down at Kiwanis Park, so please attend that. For City Council, the big meeting will be on July 11th, the second Tuesday is 7 p.m. over at the fire station. And during that, there'll be a couple of public hearings. So first one will be dealing with the annexation of Martin Airfield. So we received an application from Martin Airfield LLC, which is a sub-organization in Tarragon, to annex into the city. So there'll be a hearing on that, but no action. It's just meant to take public comment. Action will be a later meeting. There's also a secondary annexation petition from Janet Rowe for 3 properties she owns over near the intersection of Spitzenberg and Lambert. That one's more of a conventional annexation, so there'll be public comments on that, but then that one will go for action. 2 other public hearings is the Transportation Improvement Plan. So that's a 6-year plan that identifies streets to be reconstructed, sidewalk segments, and then also our game plan for chip seal and overlays. There'll be a hearing on that. And then the 4th hearing will be for U.S. Department of Agriculture Rural Development Funds. The city is working with Senator Cantwell to get congressional directed spending, or a grant, to go reconstruct the Lions Park Community Center, and that earmark will flow through USDA. And USDA has a very arduous process to qualifying for their funds, even though technically they're merely acting as a pass-through agency in this case, but we still have to go through all of the minutiae, so we'll have a public hearing on that. And then also some revisions on our federal legislative agenda will be at that meeting as well. The follow-up meeting on July 25th, they'll mainly deal with cybersecurity plan, and then also our local road urban forestry plan that was funded by the State Department of Natural Resources. Fire department, they're very busiest time of year. They're always looking for more volunteers. So if you're interested in that, please visit the website, cpwa.us, and go to the fire department page, or call the number 509-529-6506. Public Works, a lot of projects are going on there as well. We've let the contract for the Community Development Block Grant funded sidewalk project. So in the next weeks, you'll see concrete sidewalk get constructed on the north side of the Southwest 8th between College and Bade, and then also the Southwest 6th between College and Davis on the north side. Well number 7, that will be a new well that's being constructed on city-owned land at the end of Southwest Teal. Gregory Drilling, they are getting ready to mobilize, and if you see a drill at the end of Teal, that's what they're doing. They're drilling the hole for the new well. So they'll be underway, and they'll help with the new development. Also, we need additional sources of water for the whole city, and then plus a new school will be adjacent to that. So that's the ideal site. Well number 6, that's the half-done well project over at Whitman and Maple that never seems to end. Finally, the final equipment is getting shipped here. We've been waiting on electronic equipment, so basically the control boards and things of that sort, the gears, the motors, things of that nature. We've been in a holding pattern because supply chain issues. It looks like it's finally going to get here. So we have hope that we'll be able to install all that and it'll actually be ready to be operational by the end of the summer. And then once all that equipment is installed, we'll be doing site restoration and it'll look like a more acceptable site. We apologize for how that well site looks at the moment, but it is an active construction site until we get all that equipment installed, so things are very unkempt while we're moving things in and out of there. Another thing, wastewater treatment plant project, first phase of that we're going to bid out soon as well, and they'll be changing out some of the equipment at the treatment plant, and we're still going through all the work of study with Walla Walla to determine feasibility of doing some initial treatment and then piping it to Walla Walla because they treat it to a higher standard that's then used by irrigators, and that would get us out of future phases. So we are still investigating that. You may also see work around the steel water tower. That's a very interesting project because that is a FEMA grant that the city filed about 5 years ago, and state FEMA apparently lost our grant application and they recently found it. So they are going to shake loose a couple $1 million for that. So engineering will be going on this year, and then for the next 2 years after 2024, 2025, they're going to be looking at adding steel cross bracing, so that way it's seismically retrofitted, and then also repainting that water tower as well, because the external paint definitely needs to be replaced. Southwest Magana Road, engineering is wrapping up on that this summer. For folks that live along there, you may be getting contacted by United Field Services because there will be some areas where we'll need to buy maybe like 5 or 10 feet of right-of-way or so, because we're actually rebuilding that road so it has your traditional 12-foot travel lanes, sidewalks, bike lanes, all of that. So land acquisition will be going on throughout the remainder of this year and early next year, and we hope to bid out that project next year so that way Magana is reconstructed. Wastewater Lift Station 5, we end up getting Public Works Trust Fund money and then Department of Ecology grant money for that. Engineering is underway right now. We hope to bid it this fall. That project is going to entail replacing the lift station. It's a coffee can contraption and a sidewalk on Southwest First with a traditional lift station. It's a lot safer for our staff on property across the street. And then as part of that, we're fixing some stormwater issues on Southwest First. So Southwest First between Evans and Academy Way is going to substantially be redone. So it'll have new pavement, new sewer underneath it, and then actually the addition of a sidewalk, which will be nice. So construction on that will go through mid next year. Then Lions Park project, we are in a holding pattern on that because of all the grants we're using to pay for that. We were under understanding when Fish and Wildlife signed off on their letter, it said, hey, you're ready to go, we could go. Apparently, federal EPA now has to review a letter that State Fish and Wildlife issued. So we are in a holding pattern and they have up to a month to review this letter, and once they finally review the letter, then we can actually get this thing a bid. So for folks wondering, hey, why isn't anything going on at Lions Park, that's why. So city government is definitely not exempt from federal bureaucracy in this case, because we're caught in that as well here. Soon we'll be issuing our budget survey and city services survey. We do that every year, see how we're doing. So that'll be on cpwa.us, and in a couple weeks we'll actually be doing a site refresh of the website to make it a lot more user friendly and meet ADA requirements and all of that. So look forward to that. Here at the City Finance Utility Billing Department, we are actually switching our software systems to Tyler. That's a cloud-based system, and it has a lot less outages, a lot more user-friendly for a customer as well. So you'll be seeing some changes to that. So payments will start being processed through Tyler, and still be using a conventional system that you all see, but it'll just work a lot better. By early next year, we actually hope to start issuing building permits and such through that program as well, where it'll be self-service through the website, which will be very nice. Then with police department, we are working on getting the security cameras up over by Home Depot and Walmart. You've seen how those cameras look. They're at 12th and College and Whitman, all the parks. We'll be getting them over in those shopping areas to just help with observations of the general area. And then two other initiatives we're working on. We are working jointly with City of Walla Walla to do a creative district. That is an economic development initiative through the state, where if you get accepted, it's through a state agency called Arts Washington. And if they accept you as a creative district, it allows you to go after grant funds for a variety of art projects. And art isn't just in the sense of traditional art, but culinary art. Pretty much, it's a pretty wide array of things that qualify. So the Joint Creative District right now is nicknamed Koala, so College Place, Walla Walla. And the boundaries go along College Avenue and then up Rose Street, so it's bookended on either side by Walla Walla University and Andy's Market and such over here in College Place, and then it goes all the way over to Walla Walla by the Whitman College area. Now, if your agency isn't in that geographic district, that doesn't mean you're excluded. You're still a partner of the district. It's just the state has very rigid requirements about what the geographic district that gets accepted is. In fact, the original one we drew was actually quite a bit bigger than what is now underway now because of state requirements. And then also finally in the next couple weeks, the city will be pulling out the bonds to go finance the tax increment financing district that was approved a couple months back. And that'll help us get underway on a host of projects. That's providing some of our local match to go rebuild Majania Road, then also help get the first part of the east-west road across Mike McKiernan's property and then over into the Lakeside development, so we'll be partnering with that development. Also, the intersection of that east-west road with College Avenue, doing some sort of traffic mitigation there. And then the fourth thing, we'll be working to secure some property in the middle of the blocks in what's traditionally known as downtown College Place to go build shared public parking lots, because then they'll help with the development of downtown, because then folks could park in those lots, and that every development's going to have to do their own parking. So that'll be a game changer for the downtown area. So we'll be working on getting all that underway very shortly here. With that really covers what's going on for this month. We will have another video as projects change. Thank you.